This is a very important year for China, and I cannot overstate its importance because it is the 100th anniversary of the founding of the Communist Party of China. China that we see today, the development and the high-tech modernization would not have been possible without the Communist Party of China. Because before the Communist Party of China, China went through a century of humiliation. There were the imperialist forces, the colonialist forces, a feudal society, a conservative society. So it was only the Communist Party of China which turned China around and led it to the illustrious path that now we see in China. And if we see, we can divide the history of the Communist Party of China into several phases. So the first phase between 1921 to 49 was the phase of struggle, in which you see that the Chinese people and the leadership made tremendous sacrifices through the Long March, the Nanchang Uprising. So all these monumental struggles and the war of resistance against Japan, and finally in 1949 when Chairman Mao declared the new China from the Tiananmen Square. So that was the beginning of the new China, the new journey. But even then the struggle continued in the initial phases because you cannot develop overnight. But the leaders like Chairman Mao and Zhou Enlai, they laid very solid foundation for the development of China. And the ideological foundations were firmly established. But then it was in 1979 when Chairman Deng Xiaoping introduced the reform and opening up process. And that really transformed in China, because that was a very ingenious solution of how to maximally utilize the energies and the potential of the Chinese people. So you are aware of the history. It started in the 5 special economic zones, starting with Shenzhen and with other areas, and then China rapidly went through developmental process. So today China is the second largest economy of the world. China is the largest trader and manufacturer of the world. China is a fairly modernized and prosperous country. China is a leader in 5G technology, and China is also a fast emerging space power. I think very recently I will congratulate the Chinese people because they landed a space machine on the Mars, and before that China landed on the moon. So I think these are all monumental achievements. But to me it is very clear this would not have been possible without the struggle and the leadership of the Communist Party of China. The successive leaders from Chairman Mao to Zhou Enlai to Deng Xiaoping, and now President Xi Jinping is taking it to new heights with his own thought on socialism with Chinese characteristics for the new era, and of course his thought on the community of shared future for mankind. So these are very illustrious ideas, and as you said, the BRI, this is a huge developmental program of the century which no other countries has been able to provide to the world. So this is all possible due to the Communist Party of China, and its performance speaks for itself. Hopefully now China has the second centennial goal, and that is for 2049. So the first goal has already been achieved with the massive poverty alleviation, when China lifted nearly 800 million people out of poverty, and now the eyes and the target is fixed on 2049, which will be another monumental goal for China, when China will become a fairly advanced, modernized and a prosperous socialist society.